This is a beginner guide to APMonitor for Python. We'll show you how to install from GitHub or from pip, show you a couple examples of the modeling language, access to some of the solvers, use for dynamic simulation, model predictive control, and also some applications in data science and machine learning. So first of all, just visit this website right here, APMonitor.com, and then you'll see the Get APM Python. There's a couple examples here on how to retrieve some of the files. The first one that we'll use is GitHub. If you just select that link there, you'll see APM Python, and you'll see some of the files that are going to be there as you can clone or download. There's the link right there, or you can download as a zip file as it shows there. Okay, if you have the Git client, you can use that. I'm going to show you how to do this in Ubuntu. Here's the Ubuntu installed with Windows. And so if I just come to my web page back here, I'm going to go back twice. I just want to use that command right there on the left. Okay, so let's make this just a little bit smaller so I can see it. And I'll do git clone. Okay, let me do git clone git. Okay, get it from GitHub. .com/APMonitor and APM Python. Okay, so it's going to go into that and go ahead and retrieve the directory. And if I just change directory into APM Python, then I have all of these example problems. And the main one that I need is this apm.py. So if I look at this, I have it's for Python 2 and for Python 3. And let me go ahead and just exit out of this. And then you also have a testall.py. Okay, and that just runs through a couple examples there that I'll show you in just a little bit. Okay, so this is it for the example directory using Git to retrieve some of those files. Let's go back over a couple other options. We can also use pip install through, this is going to be through Python. And so I'm going to just do this again in Ubuntu. Okay, if you don't have pip on your computer, most distributions will come with pip. But if you just want to install it, you can do like a sudo apt-get install python pip. Okay, and it's going to go out and unpack and retrieve python pip. Okay, so there it is. I have it. And then I can either do python pip install APMonitor. Okay, if it can't open that, then sometimes you have to just go into Python. Okay, and so if you go into Python, then you can import pip and then do pip main, and then we'll install and then the package name. Okay, and it'll try to install it. Okay, so I've already installed it before. If you get an error that you have access denied, you may need to just start your Python with sudo like this. And then when you start Python, then it won't give you that access denied error anymore when you try to install it. Okay, but I'll just start Python normally again. And then now that I have APMonitor, I can do from APMonitor import all. Okay, and then let me just try one thing here. I'm going to just retrieve my IP address of the computer I'm currently on. And let's do APM _IP with our server name. Okay, so I just got my current IP address. And there are many other functions there that support optimization and data analysis with APMonitor. You can also do import APMonitor like that, and then you just need to do APMonitor APM IP server, and that will also work, give you the IP address of your computer. Okay, so another thing that you can do is come to the, just put this at the top of your script and it will install automatically. There are some of the commands there for the import pip and then the install from pip. Okay, a third way to get APMonitor for your computer is just download this package here. It's a zipped archive, and if you do save as, okay, I'm going to save it to my desktop. I'll open folder and just come in here. The only thing that you really need is this apm.py file. That's the APMonitor package. Okay, so if you don't want to install it, you can just use that in one of your directories and be able to use APMonitor. I'll go ahead and unzip this just so we can see some of the test applications. We have a demo problem here. Okay, so this is a demo problem where if I open this up, it's going to solve, it'll import APM, it'll import the apm.py file, and then we'll solve a problem and then plot some results and save that as a plot.png file. So I'll go ahead and run this. You can hit F5 or you can just do run. Okay, and it'll go through and solve this. This is a dynamic simulation problem, and it's going to run through and you can see the results there. Okay, there's dynamic simulation, and you can see the apm.py file. There's an example model file right there. Okay, so let's go through a couple of the other example applications. We have a continuously stirred tank reactor. There it is. This one's a nonlinear problem. You can see nonlinear differential equations right there, energy balance and mole balance. This is a standard benchmark problem. Here's a diabetic patient right here. It models the blood glucose response in a diabetic, type 1 diabetic. Distillation, another example here of a distillation column that has 32 trays. Okay, going on, we have this one is a standard benchmark problem for variables. And you can run these individually. Okay, there are the variables. There's some equations, inequality equations, and then you're minimizing that objective function. If you want to run it, just come into main.py and run that, and then you'll get the optimal solution. Okay, it'll also produce a solution file here where you can see the results in Excel. Here's a mixed integer nonlinear programming problem. Let's go ahead and just solve this one. This one's MILP.apm. You can see some integer and non-integer variables there. If we run this one, it's then going to solve our mixed integer nonlinear programming problem. It'll also open up a web interface where we can look at our solution, where we have lower and upper variable values. Okay, those are some constraints. Here's a nonlinear control problem, just a simple model predictive control. Here's a moving horizon estimation application as well, and then a tank nonlinear control problem. Okay, so just a couple examples, but the main file that you really need is just this one right here, the apm.py, and then you can see it works with Python 2 or Python 3 as well. Okay, so there is an example of how to install APMonitor for Python. It works in Windows and Linux and on Mac OS. You can get it from the Git archives from pip, or you can just download this archive and get the apm.py file.